Hi everyone, I'm Akshay and welcome to my live stream reaction of Genshin Impact 5.7 special program, naming a space and time for you. So we are again and finally getting Dane's Leaf Quest. It's been a very long time since we have been waiting for the Dane's Leaf to appear again. We all know he just likes to drop big, strong, lower bombs. And that is just we have been waiting for a very, very long time. The last information we got regarding our sibling was exactly in the last one, in the I assume it was 4.7 or 4.8, named a Bedtime Story, in which we found out that the Loom of Fate is complete and Caribert was being used, Caribert's conscious was being used to power the Loom of Fate, which faded away in the end. But the Loom of Fate is actually complete now. We found out that Dainsleif was defeated by Lumine. Well, because Dainsleif was not going all out against her, but still we found out that Lumine defeated Dainsleif, and she told us a variety of things, but we don't know that because the moment vanished and we could not regain any of the memories that happened with the Caribirth and in his dreamscape world. So I'm very excited to see what are we going to see in the upcoming A Space and Time for You. I think the Loom of Fate is finally complete. I mean, it is complete, but Lumine or the prince or the princess is finally going to take action using the Loom of Fate, which is going to change the space and time for big time. So it will be very, very interesting to see what actually happens next. So I think within a few seconds, the live stream will be live, or the special program will be live for Genshin, and it is. 2 minutes? That's a very long time. Let me just reduce the volume a little bit. So, well, while we wait for 2 minutes, we know that Dahlia and Skirk are going to release. I tried to stay as spoiler free as possible, but I got a little bit information about Skirk's kit that she is going to be a character who will likely prefer the frozen teams. So she will only prefer Hydro and Cryo team members, meaning a Scofier is a great plus for her. Dahlia, I have no information about, and honestly, I didn't even look through Dahlia. Only assumption I have, I think, is that he is actually a Hydro Shielder or something, but that's the only thing I know about Dahlia. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm kind of going empty handed in this special program to see what's gonna happen, and I don't even know what to expect. But I am really excited. And yeah, I'm also definitely pulling for Skirk when she comes out. So, and another thing, the redeem codes that come during the live stream or the special program, you don't actually need to copy them or paste them. You can just directly go to your Hoyo Lab app. If you have it, that's great. If you don't, you can just download it. Go to your Hoyo app, go to the Genshin Impact sections, and in that, go to the guide section where you will directly have three buttons for all of the three redeem codes. So you can just directly tap and it will be redeemed automatically. No need to copy and go and paste on a website just for it to get active. And the trailer is on. Another Japanese. They're coming, run. It's Lumin? I told you we shouldn't have touched this outsider. What outsider are they talking about? The Loom of Fate has finished its work. Heard, but it's the first time I've taken to organize action on such a large scale. Hmm. They're preparing to go to war against our entire nation. Oh, oh, we are getting the spaceship. Yep, 42 of them have died out in the past. Whoa. Something has been leaching power from this world like a parasite, steal nutrient from a host. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. Ignore her resistance for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice. The monsters, they are right here. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Oh, I'll have to do the investigating for you. Kirk, she looks so damn awesome! The black suit. Mine to wheel. Damn, her black suits look sexy. The deacon of the Dahlia. Favonius sword. So he will require a lot of energy recharge as well. So that makes it final. He's a hydro shielder. Wow, we're getting new map. It appears that the dawn is finally broken for me, but your ascent continues. Is it the sinner's voice? Or Capitano? The false Shurtalogi. Yeah, also known as the sinner. The front line has collapsed. Dainsleif, is that really what you want? Oh, we are getting Dainsleif using his powers? But this time I won't let you succeed. Things. Who got the power of all devouring now? So Luminous changing past? Dude, so much chaos is going on. I honestly have no idea. So much chaos is going on. So much chaos is going on. So from what I can gather, the Loom of Fate is working. Last time it was complete. The Loom of Fate is working. Seems like Lumine is actually planning to make some changes to the time. She said you could go back in time and just make it correct. I don't know. Just bits and pieces, but is Lumine using time? Someone has stolen the power of all devouring Nawal, and Kirk is the one to stop them. Just how powerful that being will be.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version
Dahlia, Kirk, and
5.7
Mavika.
special program. I am Aileen Mythen, the voice of Dahlia, and hosting with me today we have.
Hey everyone, I'm Kat Furtano, rhymes with Capitano, the voice of Child's Master, Skirk.
Trauma.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malwika.
Yeah, well, after seeing that trailer,
Is
this
Mavika's voice
seems
changed?
absolutely stacked.
Definitely this
Next
version looks tense.
installment of the Twins Quest in this version. Woo, 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 woo. Yippee!
And let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys.
Yep.
Yup. I cannot wait to see how all these stories unfold.
Her first appearance left quite the impression, didn't it?
The foul
So
power of the
mysterious.
abyss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pretty sure that interaction left us all with far more questions than answers.
Yeah, I mean,
So
she
many
did give us a
questions.
few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the primordial sea at the end of the
But it's
Fontaine
just a
Archive
waste that they couldn't give
quest?
her an extraterrestrial
Something
power.
at
She
the
is just using
beginnings of
cryo.
a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Certology.
Yep.
So, Certology isn't just some ordinary mentor.
Oh, definitely not. Dainsliff revealed that Certology is one of the five sinners of Conria and
Yep.
someone who possesses all-encompassing power.
For those who
Imagine
not
training under
know who
someone like
sinners
that.
are,
Walking the plank
sinners are
like
the one who
Dahlia.
used
Well,
abyssal
maybe
powers
that
in
explains how
Kandria and were
aloof
actually the
Lucius and
reason
Skirk seems to be. Seriously,
heavenly
her
principles
demeanor is
attacked
stone
Kandria
cold in a way that's
and
almost
the catastrophe
otherworldly or
happened.
something.
Yeah, it's kind of cold as ice, right? Right? But I mean, the important thing is this time we should be able to get some answers, right?
Oh, I hope
I
so.
think we will
Yes,
be.
please. I am dying to learn
Crystallina.
more about her past.
Okay, then be sure to check out her story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths
Crystallina.
will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world of Tavad as a whole, so don't miss out.
Ah, so Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Liyue.
It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
Oh?
I mean, in my mind, she's like this, ice queen, but
Mm.
here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh, you don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves.
That
But
place
I
looks
can't work
amazing,
this.
man. The
After
map looks
encountering a
sexy.
mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can help. Which means the only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work together.
But how do we
Okay,
find Skirk?
Slay, so we're teaming up with Skirk, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, but am I the only one who's a little intimidated?
Why do
Intimidated
it
by
feels like
Skirk?
Mavika's voice
She's
is
only a
different? Is the
mysterious
voice actor
sword
changed?
master with insane fighting skills and an unbreakable stone cold exterior. Seriously though, with their ability to wield
Okay, so these are
various
the elements we
elements
will
and
need
their
to
abyssal purification powers, I think the traveler can hold their own.
ascend
It'll be fine, no
Skirk.
problem.
So it's Tenebrious Papilia, a flower from the new
Okay, well,
region of
now
Collective of
I'm
Plenty.
curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like
Yep.
it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True, and just like the truth about her past, that's a question travelers will need to answer for themselves in game. So get ready to play. But considering
More
Skirk
than
and the
ready.
traveler will need to fight side by side, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
Okay, Skirk's kit, here we go.
I'll only
It is
demonstrate.
still not complete.
Annihilate.
Wow, she gets a whale-like poster when fighting.
And never saw it goes out.
Looks nice.
As Child's master and someone capable of training in the abyss, Skirk's
Seven
combat
phase
skills are
flash
truly
straight.
something special. First, it's worth pointing out, Skirk doesn't use a vision. Her powers come from the abyss, but in the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature. And in addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy. She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent subtlety instead. And
So
when you
she
tap her
is just
elemental skill,
hiding using
Skirk gains
cryo
a
in the
certain
world.
amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to interruption and attack AoE. And
Okay.
when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts will appear on the field.
We can see.
Skirk can use her charged attack or her special elemental burst to absorb the Void Rifts. And after unleashing a special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Oh, heck
Oh.
yeah. So
So
it's
can
kind
she
of like the more
do a
she
maximum of
fights,
three?
the stronger she gets.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, holding her elemental skill is another option. When there are
Okay.
void rifts on the field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to absorb them and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield. Once she
Hmm.
has enough energy, she can unleash her elemental burst to deal consecutive slashes of AoE damage.
I see. So she's a unit you can keep on the field for a long time, or
Yep.
take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances her abilities. And if your team is comprised entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party member's elemental skill level will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she like enhances her party members' skills too.
Wow.
Once a mentor, always a mentor. I
Talent
guess. It sounds like
talent
Textbook
levels
had
are
a
also.
great
So it's
teacher.
talent
You
level or
sure
skill
did.
level?
And I love the look of her
I
camouflage
think that's
abyssal
what
powers.
Right.
child
Special
do as
effects
well,
are
right?
incredible.
Right? And when she enters her special combat state, her outfit changes too. Okay, slay. It looks a lot more suited for
Then
battle, don't you think?
definitely
Oh,
looks
yeah.
so much better.
So it seems like travelers can approach combat in two ways then. You can use her special combat state to dish out damage with cryo-infused attacks and heighten this damage by absorbing void rifts with her special elemental burst. Or, after other Hydro and Cryo party members have generated void rifts, you can take to the field to quickly absorb them and build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they seem really, really useful. And since Cryo and Hydro characters enhance Skirk's skills, there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, obviously.
Definitely.
Oh, hey,
Furina,
speaking
Escoffier,
of,
Mona.
what about Dahlia? He's a Hydro character, right? Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
Oh, I think you're onto something here. We got to know him a bit during the Mondstadt interlude. Super fun,
Dahlia's
but
kit again.
also kind of mischievous at the same time. One thing we haven't seen though is what he can do in combat. Want to give us the scoop, Aileen?
You got it. You are in for a treat.
Let's go.
The Church of Avonia. Hydro. We definitely know that he's a shielder, but does he provide healing or something else alongside shield?
Thus saith the Animal Archive.
Dun, 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 dun. The music of Favonius.
So Dahlia is a
Dra-
Hydro sword user
Mondstadt.
and support character who can use his elemental burst to provide a Hydro shield for his teammates.
Oh,
Okay.
it's like the shield appears in response to his prayer.
Yes, and for a certain period of time, after unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks of benison by hitting enemies with normal attacks or triggering freeze reactions. So when his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of benison to summon it again, allowing him to continuously
Okay.
protect his party members and to increase their resistance to interruption.
Heck yeah.
And after unlocking a specific talent,
Hmm.
Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character, allowing them dish out damage even faster.
Oh, nice.
Attack
So he can help us
speed.
attack without interruption and increase our attack speed. Sounds like a huge help.
And with his elemental skill, Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower.
Does he
and
provide
places it
off-field
in
hydro?
A designated location. This
Ah.
summon has different effects depending on who comes into contact with it. So, for example, if it's an enemy, Sacramental Shower will explode, dealing AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies. But if a nearby party member comes into contact with it, Sacramental Shower will propel them high into the air, allowing them to evade enemy attacks while gaining an aerial advantage.
Okay.
To be
So
honest,
he's,
looks like
really
a shit
reliable in
character.
combat, even though he seems kind of
Huh? It works in
mischievous the
co-op.
rest of the time.
Now that's fun.
Yes, he definitely does. He has his little mischievous thing going on. I still remember all his teasing towards Venti during the Mondstadt interlude.
Oh.
But at the same time, he's also supposed to be the one who communicates with the will of Barbados, right? I'm not sure what to make of their dynamic.
Well, I guess
He's
first
kind of like
and
his friend.
foremost, he's Venti's friend, right?
Yep.
But even
Aw.
though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position as the Herald of Barbados. Oh,
Barbados.
one more thing about his abilities. When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Oh.
Hey, all
Kind of like
there
Rosario.
to spread the word of Barbados, praise Barbados, right? Is that how that works?
So weird.
Well, anyway, it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does. Besides, his mischievous nature keeps things a little bit interesting, don't you think? It's one of my favorite things about him.
Aww.
Aww.
Well, now that we've introduced our two new characters for version 5.7,
Mm-hmm.
we should probably let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Can do. Let's jump right into the event wishes.
Event
In the
wishes.
first half of version 5.7, we'll have event wishes for Skirk and Shenhe.
Dahlia will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Kirk
Plus,
Shenha.
the new 5-star sword, Azure Light, will be featured on the weapon banner.
Yes! And in the second half of version
Mawika
5.7, we'll
and
have return
Emily
event wishes for
confirmed.
Mawika and Emily.
Yippee! Pretty fire!
Alright, that's it for the event wishes. Let's talk about the story content travelers can look forward to in the new version.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Dane's
this
Leaf
is
Quest?
the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene. During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems to suggest their sibling was in Natlan.
Oh, wait up. I see Dainsleif.
Mm-hmm.
As we
Mm.
all know, that means things are about to get complicated.
Way too much.
True.
Oh, I love Dainsleif. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces, but they can still sense each other's presence.
Yes, I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Although we don't know what our sibling has been up to since then. Kari Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed.
So she's activating.
Of course, we still don't know how powerful it is, or what's needed to activate it.
Well,
Ah,
crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Maybe.
It seems like all parties are converging in one place,
Natlan.
So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
Mm-hmm. And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natlan. A young woman dressed in peculiar clothing, hiding out in a cave.
It's not just her clothing that's
I think
special,
she's
though.
from the
Look at her
past.
eyes.
I think she's from Kandria. Yes,
Wait.
Kandrian eyes.
Is she?
Yes, she's from
The
Kandria.
plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force in Natlan, it must mean there's been a new development in our siblings' grand plan.
Yup.
Her eyes
And
definitely
Kyra,
are from
along with
Kandria.
our other friends from Natlan are on high alert. But the people of Natlan want a war against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Well, if an altercation with the Abyss Order is in the cards, I know who's gonna be on the front lines.
Twilight
Twilight
Sword.
Sword himself, of course.
I mean, I can see it now. Dainsleif going all one-man army and rushing straight into action.
We actually will get to see it this time because our old friend Dainsleif is going to help us defeat their ranks in a manner we've never seen before.
Okay. This
Wait.
is not a drill, everyone. We
Okay.
finally get to see him in action.
Are you kidding me? We're gonna see Densleep in
As the
combat.
Traveler and Dainsleif venture deep into Abyss Order territory, we'll get to see his special abilities.
Obviously, we
firsthand.
won't be able to use him, but we can see Densleep in combat. That's a very big thing.
With our sibling. But we faced the Abyss Order before. We can do this. I have no doubt travelers will come out on top.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
I don't think
the
this
other
time.
question is, can we stop whatever our sibling is planning? What are their
I don't
true
think
goals?
so.
What does their plan mean for Teyvat? This quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest to find our sibling.
Yes.
I think we're gonna connect some dots to Nordcry.
Anymore. There's a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely one to look forward to. All right. I think this is a good place to stop and take our first break.
Yeah, I need a sec to digest all that information.
Ooh, sounds good. Take a look at the second redemption code, travelers. We'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
So we will meet a girl from Kandria. Obviously, her eyes are star-shaped like Kandrian people have. So this can actually mean multiple things. One, she is from the past. Loom of Fate brought her into the present somehow from past. Second, uh, she can be a Hilichurl who has been converted back into a human using the Loom of Fate. So that can also be option. Or it can be an entirely new thing that she can be a ghost, a spirit, or she can actually be a real person who have been hiding for so long and is actually able to manage her senses, able to keep on her senses just like Dainsleif
All
without
right,
any special
welcome back,
powers.
travelers. Now that we've introduced the new characters and
We'll get
quests,
free
it's
Sathos.
time to jump into the version 5.7 events.
Let's go.
Let's go! First up on the docket is an event that takes us back to Sumeru, where the Academia has developed a simulated adventure game.
Ooh.
Travelers
Free
will get to
Sathos in
select various
5.5
companion
main event.
pieces to form teams and enhance their skills as they face off against various opponents in a board game style environment.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You can go the rainforest route or the desert route. Each path has its own story and level of difficulty.
So I have
And
to
at the
go
end
through
of
the
each adventure,
entire.
travelers will face formidable opponents that require a certain level of strength to defeat.
Oh, so
Hmm.
how do we make sure we're ready?
Well, travelers can enhance the strength of their pieces in several ways.
Seriously?
Besides enhancing
But
the
that's
pieces
how are they gonna
themselves,
hide the
travelers
TCG?
might notice that the pieces are divided into species.
Mm.
Go to battle with a lot of pieces of the same species, and you can trigger unique species features. The higher the feature level, the stronger your pieces become.
Yeah. I'm thinking an all Saurian team could be cool. Oh, and it looks like you can also assign equipment to your pieces to make them stronger.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's right. And random events and encounters will occur during the adventure, which travelers can resolve to earn helpful rewards, like extra adventure coins, which travelers can use in the shop to purchase pieces to improve their lineup. Travelers can also open chests to get all kinds of
Definitely
useful
TCG,
equipment.
man.
Plus, defeating
They are just
formidable
making
opponents
us play
along the
TCG
route
some
will allow
alternate
you to
way
unlock
by giving
secret
us some
techniques that
animations
can
and
help
such and
increase
giving
the
us
strength of your
primogems for that.
entire team.
Ooh.
I
Of
like it.
course, certain encounters can also derail your plans.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, so there are also situations where it all comes down to luck.
Yeah, so I think travelers will have a lot of fun dealing with the unexpected in this event.
It's a real test of tactical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, there's more to this event than just the battle stages.
Oh.
Travelers can also participate in research stages that
Candy
involve
Crush.
guiding Paimon to harvest fruit. Complete these stages to increase your speculation level
Honest,
and
seriously?
unlock additional buffs for your team.
So we actually get to put Paimon to work.
Finally.
Yup, and of course, completing this event will reward travelers with all sorts of goodies, including primo gems and the chance to invite Sethos to their parties.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. In this next event, an
Another
old
event.
friend and genius inventor from Fontaine is back and better than ever with a new and improved turret.
Let me guess, he needs us to clear out monsters in an abandoned ruin again?
Yeah, that's right. But
I
this
think
time,
last time
travelers
it
will
was
face
in
more
the sea.
formidable enemies than just slimes.
Whoa, that Somatril can give shields to its allies.
Oh.
Yeah, but don't worry. With this new and improved turret, we can use several new kinds of cannonballs to help clear out our opponents.
Oh, nice.
For example, grape shots split into smaller bullets when fired are good for taking out multiple enemies at once. And directed piercing shots can be used to take down shields or target enemies hiding in the corner.
Oh.
Sounds like the type of event where you can really just let loose and relieve some stress.
Oh, definitely. But strategic aviation
Reflective as well.
choices will help you clear out the battlefield even faster.
So far, we've introduced events you have to tackle solo, but this next event gives travelers the chance to work as a team. In Reminiscent
Okay.
Regimen Frenzy, travelers will get to team up with other players to tackle challenges made up of 3 stages, each with
So
unique
it's like
objectives.
Ooh, it'll be
kinda
cool
like
seeing what
co-op
characters
jailbreak.
everyone
I
chooses.
like it.
Could make for some interesting team comps.
Well, there's There's a theme associated with each challenge, so your best bet
Shenha.
is to choose a character whose skills are
Yeah,
synced to
now
the
I am
objective.
confused.
But of
Shall I go
course,
for
every character has their
C0R1
strengths.
Mm-hmm.
Each stage
or shall I
also
go
has
for
smaller
C0 and
objectives
Shenha?
that require teams to work together
I
and
already have
refine their
Mona, so
skills.
what will provide me
Completing
more
these
value?
submissions can grant buffs to your
Shenha
own entire team.
or
Nice.
her
In
R1?
addition, at the beginning of each
I will
challenge,
have to
your
study
team
more
will be
now.
assigned random regiments to complete. Once you make it through the final stage, your team will receive additional frenzy stars based on your regimen completion status.
Yep, and remember, regiments benefit the entire team. It doesn't matter who completes them.
Okay, so not saying I need to do this or anything, but in theory, you could kind of coast to the finish line if you needed to.
Honestly, what should
You
I go
could,
for?
Okay.
in theory. But I
See,
think all
I have
travelers have
Furina,
something
I
to
have
contribute.
Escoffier,
At
I
the end
have
of the
Mona.
day, it's about how you work together. That's the joy of
So,
co-op.
which character
I
should
feel
I
like
go for?
co-op is its own kind of motivation too. No one wants to
Shall
let
I
their team down.
use
Sure.
Mona
And this time, teamwork is more important than ever.
and
Because in
go
this
with
iteration of the event,
R1?
difficulty is even
Or shall
more
I try
challenging.
Shenha?
Ooh, that means whether it comes to character selection
Because
or
definitely I will
combat
miss the
strategy,
weapon that way.
coordination is
So, what
more
should I do?
important than ever.
Good luck, travelers. Should be a fun one. All right.
I'll have to
now
think. I will do
I'm
some
very
research.
excited to announce a new permanent event
New
called
Abyss.
Stygian Onslaught. In this
Ooh.
I
event,
don't like the name.
travelers will be able to farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact customization items for free.
For free?
For free.
A new permanent event. Okay, we need details now.
All right. Each update will feature a challenge that is split into 3 phases, each
Okay.
featuring unique mechanics with 5 difficulty levels to choose from.
Ooh.
Okay.
Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems, artifacts, and valuable items for targeted artifact enhancement.
Okay, so you said we'll be able to farm artifacts more freely? What
How does that
mean
work?
Exactly?
It
Hmm.
means the artifact drops aren't set in stone, and you can switch where they come from. For the first 10 days after
I
the
mean,
event begins, the leyline disturbance will be in outbreak state. During this period, travelers who clear any stage at level 3 difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage. And before the stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Right. So travelers can also tackle the stages in co-op, right? So you can still farm with friends.
Yes, and you'll be
Okay.
rewarded with additional artifacts every time you consume a certain amount of resin.
Okay, the amount of hours I'm about to pour into this thing. Lock me in and throw away the key, honestly.
It's kind of
Oh my
confusing.
god, you make it sound like you're in prison. Anyway, you also mentioned something about targeted artifact
Yep.
enhancement, Katiana. What's that about?
Yeah, right. So, version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Dust of Enlightenment.
Ooh, what is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of less than ideal.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every 4 levels, a random substat gets enhanced as you raise an artifact to level 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But it doesn't always turn out the way you want.
Yeah.
So this item allows you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20 artifact.
Yo, wait, really?
Yeah.
Matlab,
Before
I don't
each
understand.
reroll, you get to specify the types of substats you want to prioritize.
Okay.
After the result is revealed, you can choose to either keep the original substat configuration or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave.
Wow.
We really needed this.
Wow.
Yeah, really powerful,
That's
right?
way too dope.
Starting in 5.7, travelers who participate in the new permanent event Stygian
Hmm.
Onslaught will be able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the Gnostic Hymn and Gnostic Chorus rewards will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7, travelers will be able to claim 2 Dusts of Enlightenment directly from their in-game mailbox after logging into Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, let's just pause to take that in for a sec. Oh, but I do have a question. So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be obtained by completing it solo.
Obviously.
What if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in and the strongest travelers in Teyvat will come in to help us out. Specifically, we're talking about travelers who have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Oh.
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted ones in their lineup.
Oh, cool.
I don't
So
understand.
travelers can help each other even outside of co-op. I like that, and I need that.
So I think like if I use
Wait,
Mavica and many
you
players use
mentioned an
Mavica,
even higher level of difficulty just now. I thought level 5 was the highest.
Yeah, well, clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level 6.
dire
Dire
difficult.
difficulty.
Oh,
Definitely.
no.
Once you reach level 6, it's dire straits. There are no companions to turn to for comfort.
And
no
level
promise
1
of primo gems
110.
to drive you forward.
What?
Just
Wha-
for
So why would I do it?
enemies and an unrelenting desire to prove yourself.
Why would I do that? But I think it's
Okay,
definitely made for
that
people who are
definitely
just way
sounds
too
dire.
strong.
So you're telling me travelers really don't get anything in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see now, won't we?
What? I can't wait.
All right, that's it for Stygian Onslaught. Just a reminder, the outbreak period begins the second Wednesday after a version update, or 8 days into the new version. So don't forget to gather your friends and get farming when the time comes.
8 days.
All right, time to lock in. Travelers might also be excited to hear that the next installment of the Traveler's Tales is coming in version 5.7.
Okay, Slay. Last time was so much fun. We got to reunite with so many old friends and make a lot of great new memories.
Yeah, why don't we take a look at some of the encounters in store for us this time around?
Yes.
Whoa, hang on a sec. So Tom was back in Mondstadt,
Oh.
and he's drinking with Kaya at the Angel's Share.
That's so weird.
I never
Out of
thought
the
about
box,
it
actually.
before, but now that I see it, yeah, I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies. Oh, I love him.
Looks like he's got
Newlet
quite the
with
posse around
melusines.
him.
Oh, it's so cute.
They all love
What is
Newlet,
it
and Newlet
talking
love them
about?
all.
Oh, and it looks like Dory's in Inazuma. Is she trying to sell something to Sayu?
Oh, of course.
Oh no, someone save Sayu. She's too innocent for Dory's schemes.
Honestly, though, a crafty merchant like Dory could show up anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised. I bet we even run into her and not cry at some point.
Oh, I wonder how many other friends will show up this time.
From what I've heard, it's
I'm
quite a
definitely
few.
hurt.
So
Any
keep a
tips for
lookout
not
outside
cry?
the open world,
Any
travelers.
trailer?
Ooh.
Being able to run into characters in the open world is such a nice addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Right? I know. It really makes the open world feel more alive and interactive.
Yeah, and luckily the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a permanent event is in the works. So travelers
Yeah,
can
they
look
told
forward
us.
to that sometime in the future.
Yippee! Finally, Overflowing Abundance is returning at the end of version 5.7.
Yeah,
Travelers
it
can look
always
forward
does.
To double the talent and weapon ascension material drops, so don't miss out.
In addition, new envisaged echoes challenges
Raiden.
were added in version 5.7.
And
Also,
Shenhe.
Raiden Shogun in Shenhe.
Oh, Shenhe's echo is so cool. I see sigils and pops of red in there. Okay, girl, very fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like petals floating in the wind. The purple matches so well.
So pretty.
Yep, so if you want to claim them, make sure your characters are ready. Travelers can also look forward to some genius
PCG,
Invocation
not
TCG
interested.
updates, including new character and action cards. You can now add Mawika and Lolly and Chaska to your decks.
Don't miss out, Genius Invocation fans. Alright, that brings us to the system optimizations that travelers can look forward to in the new version.
First up is an improved resource management feature for mobile players.
Ooh.
Simply put, it's a practical update designed to reduce the package size of the mobile version.
Dude, nice. I feel like our phones will thank us.
After the 5.7 update, travelers will receive a pop-up notification after opening Genshin Impact on mobile, asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily gameplay and optimize the resource usage for some Archon quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay.
So that means clearing out some old quest resources to save storage space, right?
Nice
What
one.
about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that. The system will provide different guidance and solutions based on account progress and quest status. to ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or Hangout event that isn't enabled, the system will download the required resources as needed.
Hmm.
Oh, slick.
That's actually
Yup.
nice.
So travelers who haven't updated the mobile version in a long time might be able to free up quite a bit of storage space with this optimization.
I need that.
That's actually
And it
nice.
sounds like a great option for cross platform players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small stuff.
Yeah, of course, if you don't have storage concerns, nothing has to change. You can just choose to keep all game resources instead. And this setting can be changed at any time in the Paimon menu, where you can choose for completed quest resources to be automatically cleared in future version updates, or for all game resources to be updated as normal.
Oh, okay.
This should also make it easier for people to try out Genshin Impact for the first time.
Yup. For further
Hmm.
details, be sure to check out the developers' discussion as well as future announcements across Genshin Impact's official accounts.
Okay.
And
Now she
you'll
sounds like
now be able to
Mavrika.
directly use fragile resin to claim rewards from leyline blossoms and common challenge domains, like artifact and talent material domains. This
Hmm.
also applies to the artifact drops in the new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops. Should save a few trips to the crafting bench, that's for sure.
Also, the Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries for 40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss you're not quite sure how to crack.
And the icons will be displayed in the order the bosses were unlocked, which should make it more intuitive to navigate.
Alright,
Hmm.
let's move on to some optimizations for the Spiral Abyss. When moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, easy.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance, you can also restart the challenge directly from the finalization screen.
Nice. Small things here and there really add up
Nice.
over time.
Yeah, so hopefully these optimizations make for a better experience overall.
All right. Well, that was another long one, you guys, but it's not over yet. A mystery guest left a message for us, so let's check it out along with the third redemption code.
旅人の皆さん、こんにちは。鈴木愛理です。
Who's she?
ゲーム原神の皆さんと一緒にお仕事をすることになりました。
So
とても嬉し
she's
い
a
です。あり
Japanese
がとう
singer.
ございます。私は、スカークというキャラクターのアニメショートテーマソングの、スターオデッセイという楽曲を歌わせていただいたんですが、
Okay, so we are getting
こ
an
の
anime
楽曲は全部
anime for Skirk as well.
英語で世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もうすべて英語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、
She
皆
have
さん
a
と一緒に
headpiece like
気持ち
Skirk
を
as well. I kind of
共有
like
で
the
きたらいい
thing.
なと思って今からとてもワクワクしています。スカークの歴史を聞いて、すごく強いけど孤独と戦いながら今日まで生きてきた、そんな強くてかっこいい女性っていうのを頭に置きながら歌を歌いましたので、その気持ちが届くと嬉しいです。この楽曲はショートフィルムと同時公開されます。
Will
皆さん
together with the
ぜひ
animated
楽しみ
shot.
にしていてください。アイリでした。
Kind of waiting for that song now. Kind of waiting for the anime.
Yay! An animated short for
Yep.
Skirk and a song! Let's go!
So
That's
exciting.
So exciting. Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements for this version. That was a whirlwind.
Oh, it certainly was. So, what are you all looking forward to the most? For me, I have
Skirk,
to
dude,
say, although
definitely
it's a little
Skirk.
biased, I am clearly excited for everybody to meet Dahlia.
And
But
a space and time
also
for
really
you.
excited about the new permanent content like Stygian Onslaught. How about you
That
guys?
also.
It's kind of hard to pick just one. I mean, I'm excited for my girl Malwika
Of
in
course.
TCG, but like, I'm also really excited to see Navilet, my fave, in the Traveler's Tales.
Yes.
Mm,
Well, I'm really excited for. I might be a little biased as well. I'm really excited for.
I'm also
Who?
wishing for Skirk.
I am also so excited for Dahlia, and like we've been waiting so long for these characters, and also
I mean, for
Dane's
Dahlia,
in
we
it.
are not
I'm
waiting,
so
but for
excited.
Skirk, we are definitely waiting for that.
Animated short, oh my gosh. And also, of course, the lore girlies. We are eating so well this patch. I'm so excited for that twins quest.
Yes, I feel like it's clear from the last few patches that the story has really been amping up lately, and this version seems to be no exception.
Yeah, right? I mean,
But from the
so
trailers,
we're
I
in
can
our
say
fifth
definitely,
year of
definitely has a
adventuring.
making
Hard
of
to believe it.
making things
Feels
blah
like it
blah
was
blah.
just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed separate at first are starting to converge.
Mm-hmm. And after what we saw in the dev team's Nod Cry teaser, I'm even more excited to see how the story unfolds from here.
Right? And we hope travelers have fun doing the same.
Okay, so that's it for the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Ad Astra Abyssos travelers and happy adventuring!
Voila!
Can I get 5 big booms?
Boom, 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 boom! Oh, wait a second. It looks like another friend from afar is rushing over to share some interesting news.
Okay, what's the news? Is this not? Is this Genshin Impact anime?
Nod Cry, an ever changing landscape of ruin, a
Hmm.
marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights were once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild hunt's shadow grows. There are
Hmm.
those who bear the name of Frost Moon,
Frost
living
Moon.
where the silver light
Frost
shines.
Moon Science, to be exact.
Others carry the torch, fending off the
Light
darkness
Keepers.
and cold with their blades. I hear that the stolen fae still yearn for the frosts of old.
Is this
While
Sarissa?
the Fatui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false
No,
fate
she's the moon goddess. I assume.
the nights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone.
My
No doubt that a
friend
magical charm
from the
to this
Hexen
edge of the
Circle,
world.
obviously.
And just as the stone craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze. Pour me
Song of the
another cup of
Vulcan.
tea, if you'd be so kind. The story is about to begin.
Wow, who was that character, man? Ah, now I definitely want to know more about Not Cry. So, who could be that character? My one guess, it could be the Moon Goddess. You notice it had elf-like ears, elvish ears, elven ears to be exact. I think she's the Moon Goddess. The people of the Frost Moon signs worship too, because from the latest rumors, we might get the Moon God as playable in the version 5.3. So that can be the case. But to be honest, that was so much, so amazing. The way they are hyping up Not Cry, they have not done anything near that to any nation. I mean, they just give name drops before the anime release or what, but it's been nearly two patches since they have been teasing Not Cry for us, and it's still two patches away. It will be still 5.7, 5.8, then Not Cry. So some deep S is gonna happen in Not Cry, and I'm so down up for this. I'm so up to see what's gonna happen. But yeah, as per for now, there were so many things that we got to talk about, that we have to talk about, that we need to talk about. Starting with, let's, I mean, there's so many things. You know what? I'm gonna make a video regarding everything that happened in this live stream, summarize it, tell you my views, and then we will talk about whatever happened. So, if you guys are interested in seeing that, subscribe to my channel. And if you guys are watching on Twitch, you can already see my YouTube handle. You can just go and subscribe to my channel, because I'm definitely gonna make a whole lot of videos from the content we got from this live stream today. So I hope to guys see you there. Have a great